Hello YouTube and welcome to the Magnum Videos channel. Tonight we're going to talk about clickbait, thumbnails, and mobile devices. So stick around. The first thing we're going to talk about is clickbait, but before we get into that, we're going to go back a few years and talk about something that's closely related, and that is the old fraud that was perpetrated on American consumers by retailers before we had the internet. And that fraud was known as the bait and switch. And a lot of you are probably familiar with this, and let me give you a real brief rundown on how it worked. Let's say an appliance store had an old refrigerator or two that was last year's model and they wanted to get rid of them because the new models had come in. So they run an ad in the local paper and they advertise this refrigerator freezer, frost-free, 2 doors, and describe in detail, or in some detail, this last year's model that they have. And they put a ridiculously low price on it that will attract attention. So when the prospective buyer comes in, the first one that comes in, if they like it and they want it, they buy it and it's gone. And then when the next consumers come in, the salesperson tells them that they sold the last one, but they have a new model that's just a little bit more that they can have today at a sale price. So they end up getting rid of the old refrigerator and they sell a bunch of the newer models and make more money. So they've baited them with the ad. The consumer has come in and then they have switched them to the newer model and made more money. Now, it could be considered a fraud if they didn't have the refrigerator in the first place that they were advertising. But since they, in most cases, did have at least one of those, then there was no case. So that's the bait and switch. The same is true today with YouTube video thumbnails. A lot of times, in order to get clicks and get views, YouTube creators will create some ridiculous, suggestive, dishonest thumbnail, image, and title just to get viewers to click on it. And once they get to the video, they learn that this isn't anything like what I thought it would be. It's totally unlike the image that I saw. That image doesn't occur in this video anywhere. So they've basically baited you into clicking, just like the old bait and switch. So that is what clickbait is. And I know that a lot of you know that. It's kind of dishonest, but you can make your thumbnails in such a way that they're not dishonest, you're not fooling anyone, or you're not trying to deceive anyone, but you can make it a little bit more mysterious, or a little bit more enticing, or a little bit more enhance the curiosity of it and make people want to click it by putting a creative image on there and a creative title. Now, I'm not suggesting that you deceive anyone, but use your creativity and come up with a way to display what your video is about in a rather unique way that will attract attention, arouse curiosity, and make people want to find out what this video is about. So that's the thumbnail aspect of it. And I do have a video, at least one, maybe two, on how to make thumbnails if you don't know how to do that. So you might want to search through my video files and find one of those, or just Google that in your YouTube search bar and you'll find a lot of videos on how to make thumbnails. Now, the third thing I wanted to speak to you about was mobile devices. Now, I was very surprised the other day when I went into my analytics and I looked at, I clicked on the devices tab or selection, and I learned that over 60% of my views on all of my videos are on mobile devices, which is basically iPhones and Android phones. I had no idea that that many views were coming from those devices. I figured most of them would be coming from computers, you know, laptops, desktop computers, etc. So that was a surprise, and that brings us back to the thumbnail aspect. Something that you might want to keep in mind if you have a lot of views that are being watched on mobile devices, and you can check your own channel and see, your thumbnail should be bold and the type large enough that it can be read easily on a small device like an iPhone, because people are going to be scrolling through those to look for videos, and if yours pops out with, you know, nice crisp image, bright colors, type big enough to read, good contrast, and an interesting image, that's probably going to generate a click. So I think that's everything I wanted to say. I hope that was helpful. Leave a comment, leave a question. Let me know how your mobile device count compares to your computer count, if you'd like. And I think that's it for now. So until I speak with you again, oh, there is one other thing. I have to plug my other channel. My Cornell DeVille channel has got all of my drone video footage over there, and I'm adding new ones to it all the time. So I still need to get up to 100 subscribers on that so I can get a custom URL so I can tell people what the channel name is. So we're up to 37 subscribers now, I think, in a month. So if you haven't gone over there, I'll put a link down below in the description. I'd appreciate it if you'd go over there, check it out, watch some videos. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, and that'll add to the total. And once we get 100, I'm going to have a giveaway, and it's going to be something I think you might like. So I think that's it. Until I speak with you again, and even after that, you stay focused.